Hello, and welcome to Paranormal World Investigators Research Division, shortened PWIRD. I'm a practicing White Witch and Shaman, and I have been investigating for over 20 years. This channel is made to talk about all things paranormal, supernatural, of the occult, demonic information, UFOs, and much more of the strange and the unknown. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell to see more of this channel. And we will see you very soon. Thank you. Hello guys, and welcome to the show tonight. So I decided to come on because I am trying to get regular on my channel a little bit more, trying to get back out there because I've not really been on and off a lot, but recently the last week or so I have been on a lot more. I've been going on to shows, I've been doing a lot more things, and what I've decided is I'm just going to try and get back to being the old Sherry. So I'm going to be bringing back all of those card readings and doing all of the uplifting shows and educational shows and things like that, doing things to do with witchcraft, bringing my other sisters and people into that. But tonight's show, which is one of the things that I was very well known for doing when I started out YouTube, and I've done continuously for the 8 years that I've almost been on YouTube, and that was supporting channels that I support myself, channels I really believe in, channels where the creators are an inspiration to me and people that I really feel need to be put out there. So this support stream is to support those channels, to help them to get more people to join them, and also so that you can actually learn from them and, you know, have really good content to be able to follow and be part of. So for me tonight, I have got permission from the channels that I am showing and the videos that I am showing. None of it is copyrighted because I have been given permission to do so. So tonight I'm going to be doing support to Mystical Love and Light, which is our sister Mystical, and Sister Drew from Drew's Paranormal Vlog, as you would know her. And obviously she's got other names to that channel as well now. So I'm going to be supporting both of them. They are both sisters of mine, and they're very awesome ladies, really good at doing their content, whether that's spiritual, that's paranormal, or if that's stuff to just enlighten you people, our supporters, our family. So I'm going to be supporting lovely Mystical and lovely Drew. So first we're going to be starting off with Mystical's spiritual videos and then going on to Sister Drew's. Now, what I mean by spiritual videos, I'm not showing any content to do with investigations or anything today. It is purely things to do with the craft and things that they do to prepare and to help others, which is no different to what I do and other witches that, you know, within the community. We all are there to help each other. So I'm going to be showing content of that, and then I'm going to be doing a following on where I will be showing them investigation videos that they've done and any other influential videos that really will help to push out. Obviously, with Mystical, she's doing a lot of stuff with her magic garden and things like that. So I'm going to be showing that sort of content along with investigation. Obviously, Sister Drew, she does all of the paranormal stuff, and she obviously is a witch as well. So I'm going to be showing the second part of that in another couple of days. But I thought I would come on today and show you the videos that I have got up and supporting. I'm really sorry, but the lead to my videos keeps going out. So if it does turn off, I apologize and I will be back, but it should be all right. I just caught it by accident then. So today I'm going to be supporting Sister Mystical and Sister Drew in the craft side. So we're going to be showing some of their videos and their content, helping them to get out there, helping them to maybe get more clients, more people that are going to be interested in watching their shows, and obviously to educate you as well, guys. I know that a lot of you have got Sister Drew, but we're always getting new people coming in. So I'm getting back to being Sherry, and this is what Sherry's good at. So, starting with mystical, going on to Drew. Okay, guys. So let me just bring up the content. I'm not going to be talking through this. I'm just going to mute and turn my video off, and I'm just going to let the videos play, and you guys can write in the room. I'm sure Mystical and Sister Drew's here already under Haunted Scotland. You can ask them questions if you've got anything you're not sure about. Just feel free to do that. I know that Sister Mystical's not in at the minute, but she may be in soon. So just keep an eye out. She's under Mystical Love and Light, and then Sister Drew's under Haunted Scotland for the very reason she can't get on her other channel for some reason. Thank you, sweetheart. Nothing ever keeps me down. And this is what I started out as, and this is what I was really known for, as well as my investigations, was supporting channels. So I'm going to get back to all of this. I'll go share out. Yes, please, sis. That'd be awesome. So, like, let's bring the stuff up and stop me chatting. Right. So, obviously, I'd gone and done a lot of looking on both of the channels and chose the videos I felt were really good and really shows who they are. So I'm going to be showing those videos out to you guys. I do hope you like the videos, interesting. And as I said, if you have got any questions or anything you want to ask, please ask the ladies in the room. Hang on. No, you're not ready yet. Trying to go large. Right. There's always one that doesn't want to go right, isn't there? Right. So, as I said, I'm turning the camera off and everything, so you will only be able to hear the videos. Hello to all of my angels in the room. We've got lovely England, Haunted Scotland, which is Drew, Christine, Pankjar. Hello to all of you. It's really nice to see you all in here. Love you all lots. Lots of love and light. Right, let's get over to this show. And I will talk to you after.
Do my black cat oil and return to cinder oil. Now, obviously, I don't need any, but I'm going to show you how to make some. The cat oil part is for the protection when you are doing the working, and the return to cinder part is just that, return to cinder. If you want to do a working where someone is sending you bad energy your way, bad juju your way, bad karma your way, just being negative all the way around, maybe causing you issues in your job, in your work, in your home, with your spouse, and you are sick and tired of it. Um, Maybe you're just going to decide that you want to return everything back. So you want to do a working that everything she throws your way is going to turn around and go right back to you. Okay. Now, since I don't need any, I'm going to show you how I make mine. Okay. So, what you're going to need is a little jar. It doesn't have to be this big of a jar. Remember, I make mine in bigger quantities because I also have an Etsy shop, and therefore I sell a whole lot of my items in my Etsy shop. So people will order from me in my Etsy shop, or they can just contact me through email here on YouTube, and I will be happy to make it and send it to them. Just keep in mind, I don't send international, it's strictly in state. Okay, so you're going to need a bottle. It doesn't matter if you have a cork top or a twist top. Um, Twist tops are always better if you're going to leave it just sitting for a long time. I go through mine pretty regularly. So I just have mine in a bottle with a cork top. And I'll show you. Black cat oil, return to cinder oil. This can also be used on the part of return to cinder also as banishment because you are taking the banishment away from you. Same way you are returning bad stuff back away from you, back to where it came from. So keep that in mind also. So you're going to need a glass little bottle. You don't need it very big, okay? Then let me kind of move stuff off of here and kind of go in the order that I need to go for you. All right. What you're going to need is 1 teaspoon of frankincense resin. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Now, this is just for a small batch. If you want to make more, you make a bigger batch. You're going to need a mortar pestle. Now, I have several different mortar pestles. This one is strictly for the um, resins. Okay. You can use the same one if you want, but if you're going to add uh, essential oils to what you have in here, you want to have a separate mortar pestle for any oils that you're going to add into the mortar pestle mixes. We're not going to here. We're going to be adding that here in a little bit. But you're going to need a mortar pestle. Okay. In the mortar pestle, blooper, in the mortar pestle, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of frankincense. Okay. To the mortar pestle, you're also going to add 1 teaspoon of dragon's blood powder or dragon's blood incense, whichever one you have. I have both, but I brought this one out. So you would mix the two in your mortar pestle. You are going to crush them all up because these come in these little, like little chunks. So you're going to grind them both together really, really good, like into a powder. Okay. Then you are going to, what you have grinded in your mortar pestle, you're going to add that into your bottle. Okay. Now from there, you are going to also take um, 1 charcoal disc, and that's where your black comes from. Okay, 1 charcoal disc. Now you are going to put charcoal disc in here, really, really fine. Also, powder. Once you are going to put this powder into your bottle. That's where the black comes from. Okay. Now, after that, now keep in mind, since I'm not making this, I'm not praying over it, I'm not energizing it, all of that, because I obviously already have it. I'm just showing you. But you want to, with every video that I tell you, after you do every ingredient, like when you are put your ingredients in here and you're grinding them, you're putting your intention all into it on the outcome that you are, wanting to use it. The amount that you're making, if you're going to use all of it in one working, you want to put the intentions into it at that time. If you're going to make an extra supply of it, an extra amount that you're going to use it maybe for several different workings, you put your energy into it, but don't put your intent into the bottle at that time. You wait until you do your working, and then the amount that you take out to use, that's the part you're going to put your intent into it. That way you have extra that you can put other intent into it for different workings if you need to. So after every ingredient that you are working on, you're putting your energy into it. Okay. So after you've done the charcoal disc, grinded it up into the powder, like I say, you add it into your bottle. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add just a little bit of the extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit in the bottle so that, you can get it mixed up really, really good. Okay. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to add 4 drops of patchouli into your bottle. After that, and you've energized it, you are going to add in a pinch of black cat hair. Do not hurt your animal if you have a black cat. You take it from them without hurting them. A good way to do that is to brush your cat. Each time you brush your cat, you save the hair, put it in a jar for when you need it. Okay? So, you've put the hair in here. You've energized it. The next thing you do is you just put a very small pinch of ground ginger. Okay? Ground ginger. Now, these ingredients are very easy, I suppose, to get a hold of. So I would imagine anybody can make it. Okay? And once you've put this in it, you also energize it again. And then you top it off with more of your extra virgin olive oil into the glass that you are making. And then at that time, that's when you want to pray over it. You're energizing it. Don't put your intent into it yet unless you're just making like a very small amount to use for a specific working. Okay. And that's how to make it. Now, if you want to sit it up on your altar and let it steep for a few days, that works also. The longer you can let it steep so all the ingredients can go together, it always works better. Now, keep in mind, if you're doing a working and you use this, the black cat oil part is for protection. Because if you're going to be doing a working, like a return to sender working, you're calling upon your spirits to come in and assist. You want that protection because what you're sending back, you want to be protected. Um, in the working, any working that you are doing pertaining to like return to sender, you want to get 4 mirrors or 4 pieces of a mirror. Now, if you have a small mirror that you don't need no more, put it in something, cover it up, and then just like break it with something. You have a little hammer or something, just tap it because you want to break it and you want to use 4 pieces of it. You want to put, say, like if this is the working, for example, let me just move this for a minute. Say if this is your working, that mirror that you're going to use, make sure it's a mirror that you've never used before. Make sure it's a mirror that you have that's never shown your reflection. Because if somebody's sending you bad stuff and you're sending it back to them, that person that's sending it to you, if they know a really good card reader, tarot reader, someone that could read things, they can see your reflection in those mirrors and tell that person who's doing the return to sender, who's doing it back. Okay? Because it might, even though they're doing it to you, it might not be you doing the working. You might be getting a root worker to do it. You may be getting your friend to do it. You just may be getting someone that does workings to do it. So you want to make sure you get 4 pieces of the mirror. Like I say, make sure it's a mirror that you have never looked into it before. Make sure your reflection does not show in that mirror. I have mirrors that I keep in a container that when I buy those mirrors, I never look into them. I have them facing down and I never look into them. And then I put them in the box and I close it up facing down. So my reflection has never been seen in those mirrors. All I need is one. I just take it out, I put it in something, and I just whack it one time. And since it's facing down, I can use uh, those pieces. Now, if this is your working, you want to face the mirrors where the mirror part is facing outward. Nothing is facing in to see you. Okay. So, example, you are going to put, say, north, south, east, and west, but don't have your body. If this is a piece of mirror, we'll use this top. See, you can see the reflections and everything. Don't have the mirror like this facing you. You want to put the 4 pieces north, south, east, and west, but you position yourself away from the north, south, east, and west. That way, the mirrors are facing out, like not showing you. So if you had to, do like this, where it's facing out, that way you can do your working and the mirrors don't see. That way, when the bad juju, whatever's coming your way, whatever they're sending to you or to your spouse or to your kids, your family, whatever, it's going to go straight. That mirror it's going to hit the mirror, the reflection of it. It's going to turn it around and head it straight back, whatever direction it came from. Okay? Very, very important. That's how I do it. Other people do it different. Maybe they don't take this precaution. Maybe they know other ways. I'm just explaining to you how I do it. So if I'm going to do a return to sender and I don't want that person to get a hold of someone and do a reading and tell them where it came from, I'm going to do that. So when I used to do workings for other people, when they would hire me to do workings for them, that's what I would do so that no one would ever pick up where it was coming from. They know where they're sending it, but they don't know who's doing the working to cause it to go back. So you do that. You continue with, your working how you want it. You can even use the oil in your working. You can, if you have a petition paper, you can dab it on all 4 corners and in the middle. If you're putting something in a juju bag, you can use the oil in the juju bag. If it doesn't matter on what you're using, you can put it, the oil, you can put it on a candle, anoint a candle. You can get a regular candle and make holes in it and dress your candle with anything you want, your herbs or anything, and you can use um, these drops, put them in your candle. So there's different ways to use this. Okay, so that's, now people's gonna say, what if I don't have a black cat? Well, I can just tell you what I'm using. I'm using the hair because it is called black cat oil. If you don't have hair, and you have, um, say, the clippings from their fingernails, from their nails, you can use the nails from a cat. okay, from a black cat. All right. Now, I always say make it your own as far as substituting something different from a black cat. I can't tell you if that would work or not because you do you. Okay. If you believe you can add something else into it besides this and it work, go for it. Because everybody is powerful in their own way. This is just, I'm showing you how I make it. Okay? And I thank you for watching. And I'm curious to see, I have a lot of people, new subscribers, and I want to say thank you for coming in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you find yourself looking through my playlist, my videos and stuff, and you haven't subscribed yet, just go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It's free. It don't cost you anything. And then that way you're updated on anytime I'm making oils or powders or I'm showing certain things or all my whole channel is geared to spiritual stuff. Even the paranormal investigations, it's starting to get warm again. My team is all on board. It's just a matter of uh, us getting together and setting a place up. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit like. If you want to tell me where you're from, that would be great because I'm getting people from all over the world and that just makes my day. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye. Hello, Mystical Love and Light here. Let me get started by cleansing this area and then I will go over and tell you what I am going to show you. I'm going to cleanse the area with my white sage. I have called upon Spirit to come in and assist with the oil that I am going to show you how to make. This was a request from a subscriber that saw one of my other videos, and in my other video I was also using Doom oil, and the person wanted to see if I would show how to make my Doom oil. Now, I'm sure you can look on the internet, look on YouTube, and find all kinds of recipes. But I know when I make mine, I know that it works. Just keep in mind, I make pretty much all of my oils and my powders. In the description box is my Etsy shop. You're more than welcome to look on there, see what I have. Keep in mind, I only ship in the States. I do not ship international. I believe my subscriber that is requesting on to see how to make this, if I'm not mistaken, this person is from France. If you comment in here, you can let me know if I'm correct or if I'm wrong. But I did get another person that is happy about me showing. This is a process. Like I say, there are certain oils that I will make. I will put them on my altar to charge. And there are other certain oils and powders and such that I make that I will call upon Spirit to also step in while I am making it. This is one that I do ask my Spirit to step in. Um, this is not an oil to be taken lightly. Sometimes I show how to make certain oils because sometimes there are certain situations that can be justified in using them. So all I can say is use it wisely. Now, this is Doom Oil, Dume, which stands for Death Unto My Enemy. Now, the death part can be, now when you're going to make this, let me say this. When you're going to make this, you use gloves. I'm not going to have gloves on right now because I'm going to show you how to make it, but I'm not going to make a new batch. I have a full bottle that I had recently made, and this is my bottle that I keep ingredients in. And if I need to make a smaller batch and add to it to make it that much more potent, I will. I will show you what it looks like before I shake it up. It is nasty, nasty, nasty. You use gloves. You do not smell it. A lot of times people will buy oils from people, and the first thing they want to do is smell it. Always send on the tag saying, use gloves, do not smell. You don't want to smell this. It's got some nasty, nasty crap in it, okay? Because you use it for certain things that I will go over with to let you know. But that's what it looks like unshaken. I have it sitting on a plate so that it doesn't leak or get on anything. Now, even after I handle the bottle, I will use a paper towel and wipe my hands just to make sure nothing gets on my hands. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this Doom oil, you can use it for, say, death to an addiction, death to a relationship, a really bad relationship, death to a job, a bad habit, maybe an abusive mouth of someone. And when I say abusive mouth, I mean really bad abusive mouth. Death to someone abusing a child or any adult, a spouse, a senior, a family member, a stranger, an animal, or even worse, that I prefer not to even say on video. Use your imagination, okay? Use your imagination on how cruel some people can be that I don't even consider people. I consider them animals. So, like I say, Be careful with how you use this. Okay? Now, since I don't need to make a new batch, I'm not going to make a new batch, but I'm going to go over all the ingredients with you on how to make doom oil. Okay? Now, you're going to, the first ingredient, say you have your jar, it's open, it's empty. Um, the very first ingredient in it is going to be something venomous or poisonous, such as spiders, bugs, snakes, etc. Whatever you have in your area that's either venomous or poisonous, because this is not a good oil, okay? This is to be used on some really bad people that deserve something that maybe courts will not handle or touch or take care of, or maybe they let them off. Maybe they're buddies with them. Or you can use it in different workings you're doing and add this as an additional ingredient to your working. Okay. So in this instance, I would use, now I always recycle all of my jars. I wash them out really, really good. A lot of times I'll take the labels off. Sometimes I don't. But I would be using snake skin. Okay. So I would just take out a pinch of snake skin, probably like no bigger than this piece, and you're going to get it and you're going to shred it. You're going to place it in the jar. Okay, snake skin is what I would use in mine. This is what I have in this one right here. Okay, now the next item that I would use is gopher dust. The gopher dust I also make myself. I have it on Etsy. I have pretty much, I think, most of this on Etsy that I make or that I forage. If it's something that I've bought, like the sulfur powder, I won't have it on Etsy. So this is gopher dust. And this is going to be to goof them up in the situation, whatever you're using the doom oil for, it's going to goof up their situation for them to make mistakes, for them to get caught, for them to do things out of the ordinary that they wouldn't do, that they're trying to hide, that people can pick up on and see what they're doing. So you would just use just a pinch of gopher dust. So you just take out a pinch or like a little baby spoon like this, just like about a half of the baby spoon, put it in the jar. Okay, I'll leave that there. The next item you would use is graveyard dirt with ants. Now, when I went and collected this from the graveyard, I asked permission to get it. I did not just go in any graveyard and get it. So, graveyard dirt with ants. I asked permission and I was led to be able to forge this. Now, you want it with ants because you want, say, like if you're using it for uh, a situation that involves a person, you want their skin to just be creepy, crawly, like just ants all over them. Now I'm talking about really bad situations, okay? Um, so use your intent and your imagination. Think out of the box on how you can use it in your situation, okay? The next item that I would be adding in is poppy seeds. Poppy seeds you can purchase at any grocery store. Okay. Poppy seeds are good for confusion. So you also want to, oh, and the graveyard dirt, Just add like one little spoon of the graveyard dirt, put it in. Okay. The poppy seeds, all you need is like a half of the baby spoon, put it in. Okay. Now, before I go any further, if I were making this myself, as I put an ingredient in, I would pray over it. I would put my energy into it as I am putting ingredients in and putting not only my intentions in, but visualize the outcome, not of what you want to happen, but as you see happening. Okay, so you're going to do that because since I'm not making it, I'm not doing that, but I'm telling you to do it when you make it. So for every ingredient you put in, you do that. Put your energy in, put your intentions in it, visualize the outcome. Okay, the next ingredient that I would put in would be peppers. It can be green peppers, any kind of pepper. These say in here I have green peppers, serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers. Use whatever kind of peppers that you have in your area, in your kitchen, whatever. Dry it out, use it. Now I use dried ingredients because the oil will last a whole lot longer. If you put fresh ingredients, it will go rancid really quick. Okay. Now, some people will add a vitamin E in it so it doesn't go rancid so fast. But if you have it dried, you know, then you don't have to worry about it. So you're going to put a pretty good size pepper or peppers into it. I don't know if you can see, there's peppers in here that's sticking up. See it? You can see sticking up the stem. So it's a two pretty good sized peppers in here. The next ingredient that I would be putting in is black mustard seeds. Not the yellow mustard seeds, the black mustard seeds. Black mustard seeds is to make them forget what they're doing. Okay? You would put about one small baby spoon, put it in the jar. Remember, do your intentions and energy and all of that after each ingredient. The next thing that I would put in my doom oil is sulfur powder. Sulfur powder. Now, I already know I'm going to get a lot of people saying, can you substitute this? Can you substitute that? Can you substitute this? What if I don't have this? Can I leave it out? This is a how-to video on how I make it. These are the exact ingredients I put into mine. If you feel you want to leave something out or add something in, that's strictly up to you. Okay? That's your intentions. That's your working. You do what you feel you need to do. This I know works. This I've made years upon years upon years upon years. So I know this works. But you do you, okay? So you would also, like there's a spoon in here, it's the same size as this, it's just a different color. You would use one full spoon, put it in. That is the sulfur powder. People's going to ask, where do you get the sulfur powder from? I'm sure you could order it off Amazon. I don't know. I got mine in Texas at a co-op store. Okay. For some of you that is not in the States and you're not sure what a co-op store is, it's a place that sell like horse feed, cattle feed, chicken feed, stuff like that. Okay. The next item that I would use is 7 dust. 7 dust kills pests. 7 dust. You would also use 1 spoonful. Put it in the jar, the same size. When I say spoonful, I'm referring to these little baby spoons. Okay, that's what you put in here. Remember, do not this. A lot of toxic crap goes in. Shit goes in here. Do not smell it and use this. I can stress that enough. That's my disclaimer. Don't touch your hands. Don't smell it. Don't get it close to your eyes. Don't get it on your skin. It's a lot of bad stuff goes in it. Now, I say stuff, it's because the ingredient has a purpose, because this kills pests. Okay? Remember, think outside the box. The next acid. Yes, ma'am. So where you would order out of the acid that I have here, we get it for, like, when we dig up our own, crystals, it's really dirty and rust on them, stuff like that. So acid. Keep in mind, we have to also another solution that will do away with acid and that kind of stuff. So, can you this off the? I have no idea because I've never tried. It's one ingredient that I use. Oh, and um, I make this myself also, and it is a stuff. It's water from a swamp, from a nasty, stinky swamp. It's got rusty nails in it and such. I don't need to give you all the ingredients of it, but I'm just saying, and you can find different recipes on the internet or on YouTube or whatever. My stuff that I make, I know works for what I'm making it for. And I always add a lot of my oils that I make as an addition, depending on what the circumstances are that I am using it for. Because if you're using it on, say, someone that's abusive, what you're doing is you're going to war with them, is what you're doing. So I always add a little bit of war oil into the bottle. Okay, you can just put a little. If you have a dropper, you just put a little dropper. If you have a spoon, you can just kind of spoon some out, put it in. Because you're going to go to war with something. Maybe you're going to war with your addiction. You consider it a war. It's either you or the addiction. There you go. The next thing I'm going to be adding is my magical death oil. And yes, this is another nasty jar of different things that I add into it. Let me put it like this so you can see. I even have a railroad spike in it because it's extremely rusty and I wanted that rust in it. There's actually bones in it that my guides led me to leave. You can see this one even has some sulfur in it. Also, you gotta shake it easy, 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 so you don't break it. And it's even had this right here that's floating. This came from a tree that was dead. Magical death oil. So that's from a dead tree. So you would put about a spoon of that in it also. Okay. And then the last ingredient that I would put is witch's black salt. I make this myself. Even though it's gray, it's called witch's black salt. Some people will add some dye into it to make it more black, but I don't want to. I want it just like this. And I would use like 2 spoons, this kind of spoons, in the jar. Okay. That, my friends, is how to make my doom oil. Other people make theirs differently. This is how I make mine, and I know it works, and I know how powerful this oil is. Okay? Thank you for watching. Have a great day. This is a key mojo bag working. We will start off with cleaning our area. Using our white sage. It smells so, so good. As I am cleansing, I am also removing any negative energies. What's the smoking that has been around or in contact with any items that I have. If you've watched my videos for a while, you know everything in here has been cleansed, but I am going to cleanse it anyway because I like to show my viewers to cleanse it just as a reminder. I'm sure not everybody has the opportunity to cleanse everything that comes into their home. I, on the other hand, do because it's something that I do all the time. So, therefore, it is just a natural thing for me to do. And that is my white sage. We will burn this incense, lavender incense, as an offering to the spirit. I'm going to light a pink candle again. I had it lit earlier. I was going to let it all go, uh, start it to make the video shorter, but then I thought no, because some people that is new to the channel may want to see the whole process. So we will do it again. Light the looking candle. Green candle. For many different opportunities. Money, luck. The pink for self-love, family love. Blue can be for anything pertaining to court cases, anything like that. Now, you can use any color you want depending on what all you are seeking here. You can use one candle, two candles, many candles as you want. I'm going to do 3 candles because this is going to be covering a variety of things. This is a Key Mojo bag working. You will need a red Mojo bag and you will need keys. It doesn't matter what size keys. It doesn't matter how many keys. The more keys, the better. It doesn't matter what kind of metal that they are. Be different kinds of metals, different colors, different keys for different things. Now, as I am going to be talking and telling you how to use this, I'm also going to be putting my energy into it at the same time. Make this mojo bag when you feel you're ready to explore, to attract opportunities, to attract positive energies. Carry when you need or want to learn secrets, when you want um, mysteries revealed, things that you have been seeking that you want answers to. Now, these will burn down really fast, which will be okay because I've got the ceiling fan running, and so it will cause it to burn faster because it's warm in here. So I turned the ceiling fan on. So, things that you want mysteriously revealed that wouldn't otherwise show itself. To find personal success in life, the opportunities are endless. So you charge the keys with what you seek. I'm going to place them all in my hand. You can have 3 keys, 4 keys, 5 keys, however many keys you have. And you want to put your energy in and you want to empower these keys for what you seek. Empower your keys. Your red mojo bag is sacred to you. It's your prize. Carry it with you. Okay? I'm putting my intentions in it, what I want. If you are seeking self love, maybe you only need this candle. If you're seeking something pertaining to money, maybe you want this one. Maybe you're seeking seeking justice in a court case. Maybe that one. Maybe you need to use different colored candles. Maybe you're seeking adventures. Maybe you're seeking travel. Maybe you're just seeking knowledge in general and you want keys to open up doors, doors of opportunity. Maybe you're seeking to get a new car. Maybe you want to have a key that symbolizes you getting a new car. Maybe you have a key that you want to symbolize a new home. Maybe you're seeking a new home and you want to empower the key for that. You empower the individual keys for what you are seeking. Maybe you find just a weird key laying around somewhere and you don't even know what it is and you want to empower it for a certain thing. Maybe you want to power it for adventures. Let's go on some adventures, on some walks, see what we can find. Let's see what the key will open for us. So you're empowering and putting your intentions and your energy into different keys for what you are seeking that wouldn't otherwise just normally come to you. And after you finish empowering your keys and your red mojo bag, you want to say 3 times, as I will it, this is my will, so mote it be. As I will it, this is my will, so mote it be. As I will it, this is my will, so mote it be. And it's done. You don't have to wait for your candles to finish burning out. You can just put them out. Don't blow them out. You can just put them out. Just snuff them out. Don't blow them out. Some people believe they can blow them out. That's fine. You're working as you're working. I personally don't blow them out because I've always felt like when I blow it out, I'm blowing away all of my intentions. I don't want to blow away my intentions. My intentions are done, so I'm going to snuff them out. You can even turn that incense off if you like. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on because that was an offering to the spirit that I had asked before I turned the camera on, that I had asked to please come in and listen to what I had to say and to help out and to flag the ether and the universe to make things start rolling. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit the like button, and comment. It makes me want to do more. And thank you very much. Bye. Good day, everybody. Mystical Love and Light here. Today I'm just going to pull a general daily oracle card. Um, wisdom of the night, wisdom of the house of night, to be exact. And the card that I'm going to pull, I will read it directly out of the book and tell you what it actually says. I'm going to pull the daily card, just the general daily card. And then I'm going to pull one for my husband. Um, and then I will pull one for my friend Drew that is in Scotland. Y'all make sure you subscribe to her channel, Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. She's always doing tarot cards for other people. So I just thought, to be nice, I would pull an oracle card for her. I'm not sure if anybody's ever done it for her or not, but I'll do it for her. I put this here so I can, sit the card up and you can see what it is. I just kind of shuffle them all different ways because they're so big that I can't really shuffle them the normal way. Plus it messes up the cards if I can't do it right. And I'll just kind of like this mix everything up. It don't matter how many comes off. I'm asking my spirit guides to come in, pull the right card. For the daily card that we know majority of people need to hear. I'm just going to reach down underneath a stack, any of them, and pull it out. Sit it right here. And this is the daily card for today. And it is understanding. Understanding. I will open up the book and see what it says for this card. Understanding. It's early here in Tennessee. I'm just having my coffee and my eyes are still super blurry. So I brought the magnifying glasses in case I needed it because the writings in here are really small. "43 understanding." You can see the writing small. Okay. It says it's a symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. That's a very good card for today. Now, we will shuffle these up again. I'm asking my spirits to come in, my guides, asking spirit. I'm going to pull a card for my husband Lee and see what the card says. I need to do these more often. I have a very busy life, always going and going and going and doing and doing and doing. Oh, y'all don't forget to check out my Etsy shop. The description is down below in the description box, because I also do on Etsy, I do the osteomancy readings. I do the throwing bones uh, reading, yes, no, and I do the pendulum readings, yes, no. If you don't want to go through Etsy, you can check it out, check out the prices, read all the information on it that you will need to know, and how it all works. And if you don't want to go through Etsy, my email is also in the description box. You can go through my email and contact me that way and tell me what you want. I'll send you my PayPal link, which my PayPal link anyway is in the description box too. This is all done remotely. You don't have to be present. I videotape them for all of those because they're private. I videotape them. I put it on YouTube under private. I send you the link only, so you're the only one that has the link to watch it. I leave it on there a few days, and then I just delete it off. But you're the only one that can watch it because you're the only one that I have the private link to it. The same way with going through Etsy. I send you the link through the Etsy message. And then once I send it, I'll send a confirmation picture stating that it is complete. And then leaves you a few days to review it however many times you want to. And then after that, I delete it off the private YouTube. Yes. Okay, this one is for my husband. My husband Lee. Pay Spirit, guide me to the card I need. And we'll just do this one. It says deceit. Deceit. So let's see what the card shows for deceit. Deceit. 38. I'll let you know what that means. Come on. 38. Deceit. When you choose the symbol of deceit, be very careful about your motives in making your choices. In the house of night, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her, which in his case would be him. So I'll rephrase it for him. In the house of night, there is one who has betrayed himself and all those who looked up to him. I am also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back. Before I go any further, in his life, he has had many stabbing him in the back. Many. Regardless of the circumstances of your question, I warn you about deceit. There would be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be and seductive, I am stronger. You are forewarned. So he's had a very, very rocky life before me with a lot of people deceiving him. And I'm sure that they are still attempting to do it. I do have a protection prayer around him so that it cannot be penetrated and all these bad, evil, mean people uh, can no longer try to get to him. Okay. Now we will pull a card for Drew. Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. If you've not subscribed to her yet, subscribe to her. She's the one that if you check out my live videos, she's my co-host on my live videos. Really sweet person, good-hearted, good-natured. So Drew, my friend, this one is for you. Spirit, guide me to the correct card to pull, please. Fulfillment. Fulfillment. The next time, fulfillment. See what the book says about fulfillment. Fulfillment. God, that writing is small on my eyes. When I get up in the morning, it probably takes 2 to 3 hours for my eyes to adjust. I guess that comes with old age. Not really, but that's my excuse. Fulfillment. This is a sign that all your needs are being met and that you are close to achieving your goal. I celebrate your choices at this time, for you have drawn the symbol of fulfillment. Now is the time to integrate and digest what you have of late. Savor every moment and know that every encounter is intended to feed your soul. You are meant to have a rich, satisfying life and taste all that experience has to offer. Look around and recognize all of the ways that your life is already full. You have so many reasons to feel good about yourself. All is well and will be well when you choose fulfillment. There you go, Drew. Fulfillment. Thank you everybody for watching and have a blessed day. Bye. Hello everybody. I thought I would show some more items that I have forged and dried. Um, might be all of them except maybe one that I have, but since people always ask me on my um, jars, what are they used for in spell workings? So I did another video previously, and I'll do another one until I kind of go through a lot of them to explain what I use them for. Now, this is not limited to, there are many, many ways of using it, but I will go over some of them. Okay. Echinacea. So, echinacea, you can use it in spell workings pertaining to purification or protection, power, success, money, and healing. Now, those are only a few. I'm going to give you just a few of them of each, but keep in mind there are many, many ways to use it. And I would just move this over to the side as I get them done. Red hibiscus. Now, well, let me go ahead and show you what it looks like, just in case. Now, when I put it, when I have it on, I'm also going to pull some like pictures from Google and show you what they look like out in the wild. Okay, this is the echinacea, what it looks like dried. You can use the stems, flowers, leaves, roots. Okay, now this is the red hibiscus flower. My arms are sunburned. I don't know if you can tell. And that's what they look like. Um, the ways you can use this in spell workings is for passion, love, romance, divination, for beauty, like any kind of beauty workings, friendship, and hospitality. And the rose hips. Show you what it looks like. Oops, oops. They look like rose hips. The rose hips, you can use them for dreams. You can use them for death and rebirth, abundance, peace, harmony, psychic powers, luck, and knowledge is how I've used them. The next one is flowers, which would be the red rose. And I'm sure a lot of people that do workings, this is probably one of the first things that they use. And how you can use the red roses. You can use them for like breaking off ties for honor, um, divination, encouragement, love, and healing, and any kind of magic, um, power, and casting circles. Those is roses, red roses. Then you've got your yellow roses. The yellow roses. How you can use these in some spell workings. The yellow rose flowers, you can use them for workings that pertains to warmth, happiness, mental strength, sunshine, uh, psychic workings, joy, friendship, and balance. Now, the next one is passion flower. And again, I will have pictures of what these look like in the wild. So, passion flower. And the way that you can use passion flower in spell workings for energy, calm, love, peace, friendship, self love, and any sleep problems. Okay. The next one we have is baby's breath. Baby's breath. That's what they look like. It's really white looking at it here, but in the camera they look like an off-white. So your baby's breath, you can use it for weddings. They mostly will be used in workings for like young love, purity, romance, or even new beginnings, um, innocent love, and happiness. And I don't know if I said fertility or not, I can't remember. But you can use them in workings for fertility also. The next one will be the hops. Hops flower. They look weird. They look like pieces of wood. To me, they don't have a pleasant scent at all. So the way I've used hops flower is for sleep and for healing, for to prevent nightmares. So workings to prevent nightmares, luck, and love spells. And if you think out of the box, since hops too is used for like an ingredient like for beer and stuff, you can also use them in workings for I want to say trickery, like trickery as in getting us doing a spell working for them to be drunk and to trick them into things. Outside the box on it. The next one will be white hibiscus, which is also known as Rose of Sharon. I think in the last video I showed one like of a different color. Okay. So the Sharon white hibiscus. These are hard. Let's cut them all down. They'll probably grow back. I like to see the hummingbirds flying around them. So, for this one, the white hibiscus, you can use it for dreaming, protection, tea. Move it over. I'm running out of room behind me. The next one would be common evening primrose flowers. There's a lot of stems in here and leaves. You can use this for healing, for hunting. Maybe you're hunting for a mate. Maybe you're hunting for a specific thing out in the woods. You can also use it for protection and success. Oh, and get this, protection from fairies. You get some of them nasty little fairies that aren't so good. This is protection from them. Next one will be linden flower. And I'm almost out of this one. Which is grounded into a very, very fine it's almost like a powdery, it's so fine, but it's a linden. And how you can use it for nervousness. Maybe you know somebody that's always nervous and they need to be settled down. You can also use it to soothe your sleep. Like I say, if they're nervous and you need to calm them down, so also calming, it quells anxiety. It's good for energy, to bring up your energy when needed, and for lots of just magic workings in general. The next one we have is our I always pronounce this wrong because I always want to say arnica, but that's not even right. That's not what it is right there. Arnica, arnica. I always pronounce it wrong. Show you this one. Now this, I use it. It's like a spiritual flower. In enhancement for like love and healing, power. You can use it in money workings, protection, and psychic enhancement. Now, you can put in the comments, spell it out a way that I would know how to pronounce it. Also, too, next you've got the crepe. Both of these are crepe myrtle. One is red and one is purple, regardless of how close they are in color. And I'll give you the general way of the way I use these. Doesn't matter the color on how I use them. You see it there. Okay, and the way I use these crepe myrtle is you could use them for match your youth, purification, uh, calming rituals, stability, strength spells, immortality, love, fertility. You're trying to get pregnant, increase energy and innocence. Remember, all of these are not limited to what I went over with you, but this is some of the ways that I've used them also. And that way, this will cover on some of them because people are always asking me, well, what do you use such and such for? What do you use that for? And, what are some different ways you can use it? And so there you go. There you go, my friends. Different ways you can use some of these dried um, flowers that I am showing you. And I hope it helped. And have a great day. Bye. Have fun doing your spell workings. Bring no harm to none. Okay. This morning I am out on the hunt for some leaf mold. And I got my bucket, 5-gallon bucket, and a couple of tools. And I am going to, let me get my check underneath. Oops, knocked the bucket over. Underneath this big, huge tree. If I don't find any, I will check another tree. I'm looking for leaf mold. And am I really that lucky to find some under most tree? I will check under several trees. And if not, I will have to venture out further into the woods. And it looks like I might have gotten lucky. I thought that was some I could just move out of the way, but apparently it's not. A bunch of shells from snails. So this might be a very good place. I think I got lucky on the first one. I'll get some here and then I'll check some more different places. It's okay if there is some leaves in it. It's not going to hurt anything at all. Like, I don't know if you can see the difference of this, more of the grayish, and then it starts to get dark. It goes in closer to the tree. That's what I'm searching for right there. So I will get my bucket. Oh, shit, the bucket's way over there. Here. And let's see. This tree is on my property. There's other big 2 or 3 trees on my. See, this place never gets mowed or anything. And some of you don't know what leaf mold is. And what it is like you need to find the biggest trees possible area, and you move the leaves out from underneath, the tree, and just from over the years of the leaves falling and stuff, and it gets fertilized back into the ground. But it's got all those nutritions in there, everything that you would possibly need. And I am going to get it so that I can make 3 different homemade natural um, fertilizers. And so that's what I'm after right there. You can see how dark it is. Let's see. Let's see. Yep. And you can see that. Let's see. That's what I'm after right there. This has everything it needs in it so that I can make my fertilizers, and I don't have to worry about store-bought fertilizers and having that phosphorus and nitrogen and whatever it's all called. You don't have to worry about that because this has everything in it that is well balanced right here. It's what I'm after. So I'm going to dig some up, and then I'm going to go to another tree and another tree. So see you in just a minute. Okay, I got some leaf mode. I'm going to go to another big tree we've got on our property, on the back side of the property that's never really been disturbed. And that's the leaf mode. I will have to, I want to get at least, somebody's shooting. I want to get at least 5 gallons. So I'll hit a couple of more trees, find some more. But while I brought this back, because if I fill the whole thing up, it gets too heavy. So I'll take another bucket, come back and dump it in here, go back and do that 2 more times to fill this up. But while I brought this back, I got 3 buckets of rainwater. I just finished and some out into here. This is going to be rainwater bucket. Um, and that way, because I will be using rainwater to mix with the leaf mode to make my fertilizers. And there's another, somebody's shooting. And I'm surprised Lee hasn't come out here yet to check on me hearing that. Well, with his hearing now, he probably can't even hear it. So I'll empty the other 2 buckets out, and I'm going to go look for some under another big tree we've got on our property. Okay, I am now at another big tree on my property, pretty wide. So I got out from the other tree a good, well, I showed you in the previous one. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start moving stuff over here. And there's more big shells. This is what you want. See all of these leaves and stuff? You want to move these leaves because that means year after year after year, the leaves have fallen off of here. Things start to grow under it, and it is fertilized good. So I will, under the other tree, there was a lot of worms, but I didn't take the worms. I left the worms so that if I ever need any more, they're doing their job. It's like really, really rich soil with the leaf mold. Um, I'm trying to get closer without knocking everything over. I'm putting stuff here. I'm trying not to get on my knees. Get all this out of the way. I don't want this in my dirt where I'm going to make my fertilizers. I'm going to make a seed fertilizer, natural fertilizer, and I'm going to make some um, fish fertilizer. We'll probably go fishing on Thursday so I can uh, make some fish fertilizer. He says if we catch catfish, we're going to keep those to eat, but everything else we'll get. Okay, disclaimer, not a disclaimer, but a warning if anybody don't like to hear about what I'm fixing to say here. Go ahead and turn the video off now. I'm going to use the fish, cut up the fish, and use the see the difference in the color here, and where this is shade here, it's shaded, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see the difference here versus see how dark it is up in here. That's what I want, year after year after year after year of leaves falling and fertilizing this tree and the growth around, because there's a little spider, move it. There's all kinds of nutrition in here. And so I will use this leaf mold for also with the cut up fish to make some fertilizer, and using rainwater. Now, it's best to use rainwater when you're making your fertilizer because it contains no chlorine, even though you can sit a bucket of tap water out for a day or two and get all the chlorine out. But I like using rainwater because I know there's not another bunch of crap in it. Because tap water has stuff in it to kill bacteria and all of that. Well, you want everything in it working because it's a cycle, and you don't have to worry about pH or anything else like that. Am I an expert at this? No. Have I ever made it before? No. But I've did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos on how to make it, and I've written all my instructions down, and it's very, very simple that even I can do it. So, okay, get to digging. Let's see here in a minute. Let me see. What I need. I got my bucket here, and I will commence to filling it up. Okay, so I just emptied that one out into here. So I've got that much. If I were out in the middle of nowhere and I didn't want to drive all the way back, I would have a full bucket. But since I know that I can get some, um, this is about, I think you can see how much is in here. So it's about right here. That'll be enough for me to make the 3 fertilizers. And if I need to make more, I know where to get it at. Now, if you're going to do this and you need to go and you're going to go look for some leaf mold, make sure you look in your area, okay? Because everything that's broke down and worked through the microorganisms and such, and I'm not using the right terminology because I don't know the right terminology, but everything that's needed for your area is going to be broke down in
Just
your
go with
area.
the flow.
So if you live in one state, don't go to another state looking for it. Just try to stay in your area. You find the biggest tree that you can find, and then you look for the leaf mold up underneath it. Make sure you don't go to someone's house that has a big, huge tree and ask your friend, because that doesn't do any good, because um, you want it where it's been not messed with or anything like that. You want to make sure that they didn't use fertilizer. Say if it's in their lawn, in their yard, that they didn't use fertilizers and stuff like that in in their yard, and then it's going to seep through to the tree area. Okay,
What
mix it
about
all
2
natural, out
hours
in the
from
woods, out
London,
in the
Techno?
forest, and find the
We're not
biggest
that
tree
far.
and start looking for it. Okay, so these pumpkin seeds are getting way too big inside the house. They need to be already replanted. Now, we're not growing them in containers, but I've got to replant them in these containers here because they are getting way too, they're probably already 6 inches tall. So they need to be replanted. I'm going to go ahead and put 4 in each one. He has 16 of them that has sprouted, the ones from Halloween, 2 Halloweens ago. His giant pumpkin ones has not come up yet. And so what I am going to do, we bought these just to transplant them. The number on them, you can't see, but
Yeah,
it's number 5.
pretty much on the
Um,
outskirts.
it's almost impossible to see. I had to get a magnifying glass to look at it, and in the store I had to use these glasses over mine just to be able to uh, see the numbers. And so anyway, I have my little soldering iron thingy, and I am going to make. I'm gonna put 4 in each, and 4 plants in each, and I'm going to go up and make. Uh, let's see if I can kind of hold that in place. I'm gonna go up about an inch and make like 5 holes around it for drainage, but I don't want it down here in the bottom because I want to be able to have some water in it, and so that way they can draw from it. So probably about to this line. I don't know if this is hot yet or not. Let's see. Hopefully you can see because I cannot see in my phone because of the light. So we're just going to make, yep, see like that. There's one. So I'm going to do 4 more. I'm going to do 5 holes on each one. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down so I don't burn myself or anything. And then after that cools off, then I will start um, putting the potting mix in them and replanting them. And then I got to come up with something to sit those in because I'll have to take them back in the house. It's just now 55 degrees that I can come out and work with them. So as soon as I get all the dirt and everything in, I'll bring them out. And I will show you pictures of like where we started with them to where they are now to me replanting them. He's going to put them way back. Um, let me see. I don't know if you'll be able to see from here. Uh, way back on the end of the property, way down there. There's a creek runs through there, and that way he can use creek water. Okay, I had to get in the shade to turn it on because I can't see. So I've added all of the hose, the drain hose in the bottom, and I've added wood chips, a layer of wood chips that's right above the hole so that the dirt doesn't stop up the hose, and also so that the wood chips will help retain water in that area. And so now I am going to put in the potting mix. Okay, so I wanted to mention that I won't be putting in any compost right now because I have already, prior to this, um, before the seedlings came up, before the seeds opened up, I had put some of my wood ash from my own fireplace from months ago and so that will help it a whole lot. So now I will fill these up with the soil, the mix, and then I will replant the ones that's um, already bloomed. Like I say, they're already. Yesterday they were 5.5 inches, so I know today they're at least 6. Okay, so I've got all of the Halloween pumpkins that's blooming. Well, not blooming. It's not blooming. I don't know the right terminology. They're growing. And the other ones, I replanted them all. I made the holes in the bottom. I lined the bottom with wood chips to help soak in the moisture, and so that the dirt wouldn't stop up the hose. And then I put 3/4 of the dirt in and soaked it with the rainwater. And after it was soaked, then I went ahead and took them out of the cups, put them in, put more dirt around them, and then watered it again. And those are those. So these right here have not started growing yet. I've got water in the bottom to help soak them up. And then I have another whole tray inside the house sitting on top of the stove underneath both lights. And we're waiting for those to um, also start growing so I can do the same thing. We went yesterday. I didn't know these were going to grow that faster. We would have never, ever planted them this early because now I have nowhere to put them inside the house. So we went and bought all of these. So, and see, I don't know if you can see the top or not. It's number 5. They're all number 5. So I can make the holes in them. When the other ones start to grow, then I'll use them. So yeah, next year I will not plant these that early because I did not know planting them and have them start popping up in 1 week when I won't. Well, these are actually all of the pumpkins is Lee's deal, even though he's got me planting them and stuff. He's going to plant them in the back side of the property, like I said in the previous section. So technically, the pumpkins are his to deal with once he takes them to put them in the ground, and then all of the rest will be mine to deal with. So now, you know, thank you for watching. I have no clue what to say next. Oh, keep watching because I'm going to add the videos, not the videos, the pictures on the end of for during the week of them growing and me taking pictures to what you're seeing now being videotaped. Okay, so these all of these are these big moon giant pumpkins. Okay, now those, then you've got these deal Atlanta are the big giant uh, pumpkins. Now, keep in mind, we did them all at the same time. And being that these started coming out of the seeds like in a week, I got to thinking, it sure has taken these a long time. Something doesn't seem right. Maybe they were dead seeds. I don't know. So, what I did was last night, you hear Lee driving a boat around in the backyard. So last night what I did was is I dug down in each one. Now see, I watch videos and some said plant them a half inch down, some said 1 inch, some said 1.5 inches, some said 2 inches. So I went with the middle and did 1 inch. Well, the 1 inch worked really good for those, but didn't do nothing for these. So I didn't know if they were just bad seeds and these or what the deal was. So I thought, well, I'll dig them the seeds out, and I replanted. I hesitate because I'm watching Lee Gunner. I hope you don't hit that tree. Oh shit. Okay, so I took out, I dug down every single one of them and took the seeds out and replanted them again, only half inch down. Now this was last night. I every single
I
one,
can't
every
dance into
single one
Mystical's
done.
video
So this
because
last night
I'm just in a
I
happy mood and the
took
spirits
this
keep
out.
turning
Let me
the camera on.
see.
She just
Right
caught
there.
me
Look at
red-handed
that.
dancing.
It's already coming up just from last night that I redid all of the seeds. Now they have a chance, and these will have a chance because I replanted them all only half inch deep. So now we wait and see how many of these come up. I need to get 2 more things for underneath those. Mm. Alrighty then. Thank you for watching. Don't hang up yet. I don't know if this is the last video that I'm adding onto this one or not. I don't know. I might add something else. Hang in there. Hello, everybody. What I am going to be doing, and I will have to do this in several videos because I have so many um, items that I forage. I've had quite a few people asking me, what do I forage? What do you use them for? Things like that. So I thought that I would do a few videos and cover some of the things. Um, I would imagine not all of them because I have an entire room full. Okay, so this is going to be, I guess I'll title it something like spell working using nature. So these that I have here are a very small amount of what I actually have on the shelf. Um, these are flowers that I forge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, I will give you the names. I open up the jar, see what is inside, and I will give you just a few examples of how you can use the item, and then that way you can use it in whatever workings you need pertaining to that. Keep in mind that the few that I give you is um, that's just a very small amount. Some have so many uses, but they're not limited to just what I am going to be telling you. And then I will also, I had someone tell me that they were unsure of, like, if I told them the name and showed them this, they would know what to look for out in the wild, what it actually looks like before it's dried. So what I will do is I will go through all of them, and in between each one, like after this one, I will insert a Google picture so they will know what to look for and know what it is. Okay, so the very first one is the chameleon plant, and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, and then how you can use this in some of your, and you can see the flowers in there. Keep in mind, some of these have different colors, okay? Um, so this chameleon plant, the different things that you could use this for in some spell workings, um, it pertains it symbolizes these different things, which is balance, transformation, um, adaptability, able to make changes, and positive embracing. So you can do a working pertaining to any of those. Remember, like I say, it's just not limited to these. But I did want to show you, and then following this, what it symbolizes, I'm going to insert the Google picture to show what it looks like in the wild. Okay. And then I will just move it as I get it done. The next one will be apple blooms. And depending on what kind of apples you're doing, the colors may vary. Blue, of seeking divine knowledge, uh, of properly any of those. Okay. Let me open it up. You can see what it looks like. Mullein flower, you can use it for spell workings, for love, health, exorcism, divination, and guard against nightmares. Okay. The next one I have is honeysuckle. Some of these you've probably heard of, some of them you've probably never heard of, depending on where you're at. I think everybody's heard of honeysuckle. Okay. And you can see like the flowers. The honeysuckle still smells like honeysuckle. You can use it in spell workings for abundance, attracts money, happiness, wealth, psychic vision, sweetness, to attract friends, and for love. let's see, the next one will be garden balsam, which is this one here. Okay, and some of the ways that you can use this one here is for lust, spiritual energy, romantic love, new life, starting a family, um, and spiritual pursuits. Okay, remember it's not limited just to what I'm telling you, but I'm giving you some examples of how you can use them in your spell workings. The next will be sunflower. Now remember, there's the small sunflowers, and then there's the humongous sunflowers. The humongous sunflowers, I cannot get it into the jar. The sunflowers. Also, to keep in mind that I've put the common names that most people will understand. There are each one has many other names that they're called by, but I try to just put the common name that most people will recognize. So the sunflower, you can use it for promotes magical healing, attracts happiness, brings in energy, power of the sun, blessings, and brings luck to others as a gift. So if you give someone sunflowers, it brings them luck. Okay. And the next one will be the wood aster flower. It's hard to see in here, so hopefully you'll see it when I can get it opened up. Keep in mind, I forge all of these myself. I will have my Etsy link down in the description box. And I do sell a lot of items on Etsy in my shop, so please visit my Etsy shop. And this one right here is the blue wood aster. You can barely see the blue in there. It actually, after it's dried, it kind of looks like a bluish pink. And how you can use this, some of the things for faithfulness, trustworthiness represents trust and cherish. So if you're having someone have an issue with any of that, you can do a spell working on it. Okay. The next item will be the purple hibiscus, which is also called Rose of Sharon. Now I have different colors of these. Even though this is purple, once you dry it out, the purple fades a lot. But I do have different colors. It almost looks yellow, but this one is actually purple because I have another one up there that's yellow that looks more yellow. I don't know if you can see a purple in it, but in the camera it looks yellow. But it is purple. And I'll have a Google picture showing you what it looks like. Okay. The next item will be the annual flea bane, and the annual flea bane is this one here. Now, this was a full jar. I had the ingredients of a full jar, and I dropped the other jar and busted it up, and this is the second one I had, what was left. Let me show you what it looks like. Annual flea bane. All these I forge myself. And how you would use this in a spell working would be to repel, to ward off evil spirits, keep the unwanted away, protection against nuisance people or pesky animals. Now, when I say pesky animals, I'm not talking about just the run-of-the-mill dog or cat or something like that, or possum or raccoon. I'm talking about spiritual pest animals, okay, that should not come around you. You can use this to ward them off, to repel them. Okay. The next one would be lavender. This is the lavender. And I'm almost out of these lavender flowers. Over the camera. And the lavender can be used for calming, beauty, healing, ease the mind, body, and spirit, and exorcism. So if you're having a headache and you have lavender essential oil, you can every so often just just open up the bottle and inhale it lightly, and that will help ease your headache. Okay. This one, the floor might fall off. The next one is the chamomile flower, which is the chamomile. Okay. And the chamomile, it's associated with the sun, meditation, wards off psychic attacks, dispels magical attacks, good luck, and good fortune. Okay. So the next we have is the yarrow flower, which is this one here. And this has been grinded up pretty good with also the stems. And the yarrow flower, it promotes intelligence, not to fear anything, to keep you strong, driving away evil, exorcism. And this can be used for war or for healing or for summoning evil or dispelling evil. Okay. The next thing we have is the Drummond flower, which is this one here. Remember the list, the things I'm giving you that it symbolizes that you can use it in spell workings is not limited to what I'm telling you. Okay. And the Drummond flower, or a lot of people will say Drummond 2 flower. Um, this is for friendship, love, unity, and sweet dreams. And let's see. The next one would be carnation flower. Okay. Now the carnation flower, let's see, comes in all different colors. And I'm going to give you the roundabout for the carnation in general, but also to the individual colors have a meaning to them also. Okay. Carnation flower. Now the carnation flower repels bad energy from the house. It's good for protection workings, healings, symbolizes virtue and nobility, beauty, and pride. That's the general for all of them. But like I say, each color also has a specific meaning to it also. The next one is the Chinese snowball. Okay, these come in big old huge like white flowers. And the Chinese snowball, you can use it in your spiritual workings for healing, for empowerment, protection, in love spells, and to add power to a spell. So any spell working you're doing, if you want to add power to it, you can include this in with whatever else you're doing in your working, and also for attracting love. And then the next one is the milk thistle bloom, which is very pokey. Oh, just like flew out. Ouch, and it is pokey. Pokey, pokey. Drop this in there. Okay, there's 2 of them in there. Get it over. The top is soft, but the bottom is pokey. Okay, so that is the milk thistle bloom, and you can use it in your magical workings, in your spell workings, for protection, courage, for setting up boundaries, to heal animals, break curses, hex breaking, purification, wards off evil. And the last one for today for this video is the dandelion. This is before it blooms, you know, the yellow flowers. And for the dandelion here, you can use it for your magical spell workings, to enhance psychic abilities, for wishes, for sending messages, for divination, to for like to transfer like transfer, not, I already said wishes, but this is like a to transfer thoughts in the air. Um, for calling spirits and sending and and so that is the last one for the video today. Few more days, I will try to get another one out for some other flowers that I have. I could probably do maybe 2, 3 more videos on the rest of the flowers that I have dried already, and I will do another one then. And please check out my Etsy shop, which the link will be down below. Please subscribe, hit like, comment. If you want to know how to use these in a working, remember you can always dress a candle, you can anoint a candle, or you can even just get a little bit of it, just crush it up real fine, burn your candle, and as you're burning your candle, as you're putting your intentions into the candle, just get a little bit of that and just slightly just throw it uh, into the fire of it, into the flame as you were putting your intentions into it. Very, very simple. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello, YouTubers.
2 minutes, guys. Just let me check how many other videos I've got, because I've got to get Sister Drew's on as well. Just let me have a look how we're doing. So what I do is I'm going to share the videos that I got for Sister Drew now, because I've done nearly 2 hours for Sister Mystical, so I have got some more videos to do. So what I'll do is I'll show this last video that she's doing here, and then I'm going to put it over to Sister Drew's videos so that you guys can see them. And then what I'll do is with the rest of the videos that I've got for Sister Mystical, I'll do them in a couple of days, and then, like I said, we'll move on to the ones for the paranormal to do with the ladies as well, and the magical garden guys. It's just I do want to get some of Sister Drew's on as well, and I do have to go to bed at some point because I've got like appointments and stuff tomorrow. So I'm going to do that quickly now. So I'm going to just do this last video of that Sister Mystical is doing, and then we'll put some of Sister Drew's ones on and play them.
Money work. You are going at the time you are going when the sun goes down. This is going to be a 7-day working, a fast money working, bring in money for you. Whatever day you start.
Night, Sister Drew. I will have more videos on it as well.
Exactly.
Blessings, sis.
If you started on a Thursday, you're going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you start it today is Sunday, you're going to do 7 consecutive days. The question is going to be, do I have to do it 7 consecutive days? Yes. Do not do this if you don't have 7 consecutive days, okay? The reason I'm saying that and sticking to it is because I've done this before and it's always worked for me, okay? Now, you'll see money here. This is optional, okay? If you need money sitting around, you're working to visualize it coming in, all means put it. It could be bills, it could be quarters, it could be pennies, it could be dimes, whatever you have in your pocket. Empty your pockets out and place it there. But it's optional. You ain't got no money in your pocket, don't worry about it, okay? This does have to be 7 consecutive days. Whatever day you start, make sure it's after the sun goes down, and then you're going to repeat it for 7 consecutive days. Every day after that, 7 consecutive days when the sun goes down. Okay? So we're going to start. I'm going to show you how to do this. And like I say, it's always worked for me. So you need to put your heart into it. You need to know, you need to trust yourself 100% that's going to work. Have no doubts. If you have doubts, don't do it. That's simple. You're trying to empower yourself, okay? All righty. So you're not going to need no candles with this. I am going to go ahead and cleanse the area first. And I am using my white sage. And while you are cleansing, you are removing all negativity from anything that someone else has ever touched, any item you're going to be using before you got a hold of it, okay? Now, this money here, the reason it is here is because my husband was in a different state, and he said, honey, I'm going to buy me some lottery tickets. Now, for some of you that consider it gambling and you don't gamble, don't worry about it. Us, on the other hand, we will do it. So this was 2 different times that he called me up and told me he was going to get a lottery ticket. So I explained to him what to say before he scratched them off. A blessing on them. And sure enough, both times he called me back and said he won both times. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write down just real quick so I can remember to tell you at the end if you want to say the same thing. If you buy one and you want to say the same thing before you scratch it off, you're welcome to. So give me just 1 minute. Let me find something to write on so I don't forget here. Let me see here. Okay, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Since technically it's not part of this working, but it's what I say when he won't scratch off a lottery ticket without getting a hold of me first so I can remind him on what to say. Okay. Now what I'm going to tell you, when you do that, when you scratch it off, like I tell him, Then he buys them in different states. I tell him, stay there when you scratch it off. Don't go driving off and bring. Sometimes he's like, I'm gonna bring it home and you can scratch it off. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. You do it there, because the next time he might not be going to that state. He might be going to a completely different state. That way, wherever he bought it at, he can cash it in. Okay, back to this, the fast money working. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to mix up. I'm going to go ahead and just put this mortar pestle right here. You are going to mix up. Now you're going to do this for 7 days, so you can either mix up this every day and do this, or you can mix them up for the 7 days. I'm going to show you how to do it for the 7 days. That way you know what you're doing, okay? So this is vervain herb, and I'm going to grab like probably about this much, because when you start burning it each day, you're not going to need a whole lot. But I'm figuring what I'm mixing up here will be for 7 days. Mullein, okay. And you're going to use mugwort. Oh, I'll stop it. I had a whole deal of a different mugwort. Not a different mugwort, but mugwort in a different jar. And I dropped it and broke it. It went everywhere. I had fun. And so you can see about how much I'm putting in here. Okay. And that is the mugwort. I'll kind of show you the label in case you don't understand what I'm saying over the video. And that's about that much in it. And we are going to try to grind it up a little bit more than what it already is. Now, if you ask me later if you can substitute something, I always say if you want to make it your own and put something different, you want to take something away or add something, it's your working. Okay? It's your working. I know that these ingredients has always worked for me. So I'm showing you what works for me. And then after that, you can make it your own. Okay? If your gut says, you know what, I don't really feel resonated toward this in this working, I'm going to use something different, do it. The only thing is you have to stick to the 7 consecutive days. Okay? I'm going to use my selenite stick. I like to use it a lot of times on mixing my stuff up. Since it's self-cleansing, I like to use it. I think it needs to be a little bit more. Now you are going to need a green plate. Visualize it being money. If you put coins down here, visualize that money coming to you. It don't have to be dollars. I use that because he brought it home, and because that's what he got with the tickets he bought. So anything that I show you on a working and you feel like if you have trouble visualizing what you need to visualize and you have something that will help you visualize, include it, lay it next to it. Because I know a lot of people, they're just like, I cannot visualize worth a dang. But the more you practice, the more you'll get better at it. Now, we're going to separate this into 7 days, and we're going to place them clockwise. We want this coming to us. Now, if you do it, some people say if you go counterclockwise, it's taken away. If you do it clockwise, it's coming to you. Technically, majority of the time, I don't follow that. It's just whatever flows through me at the time I do it. But I know I have a lot of subscribers that is very unfamiliar with a lot of different things. So if you're one of those, a beginner, go ahead and do it clockwise. If you're not a beginner, you already know in your head you do it how you want it. Your working is your working. Nobody can tell you right from wrong. Okay, so we're going to use this for the 7 days, and we can always separate and add, subtract, just to kind of make it even. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we need 7. So we're going to kind of move this over. You, depending on the size of your plate, you adjust it how you need it, okay? And 7. Okay. I want a little bit more fluff over here. Okay? Don't have to be perfectly even, just we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Then you're going to need 7 charcoal discs. Normally I would just open this up and pull out one at a time, but I want to be very clear, you know, on showing you. So also you lay them down clockwise. 2. You can put it however way you want it to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you are doing this, you are visualizing what you want to accomplish, okay? Now, if I weren't doing all the talking and explaining as I was doing this, I would be visualizing, working it, you know, mixing it all up. Even when I'm doing this, I would be visualizing, you know, putting all my energy into it. But since I was explaining to you, I'm going to go ahead and put my energy in and do the visualization now, since I've got that over here. And I'm putting my own energy into it of what I want. I am visualizing money coming to. I don't want anybody hurt. I want the money to come to me fair and square. Okay? I don't want any blood money. I don't want to find out, oh, that person lost their job so you could move into that position and they had 5 kids and they were a good worker. No. Now, if there's some butthole that don't even need to be there and he's just taking up the spot, never shows up or whatever, I mean, you know, you You put in, you visualize in, and you're thinking on, but always say you don't want no one to get hurt. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of copal to each one. Okay. This will help it burn better when you put it in the cauldron to burn, and you don't need a whole lot, just like that. There's a whole bunch of big pieces at the top. I'm trying to put it on there. Now, that's a big piece. Now, too, when I say clockwise, you don't have to start here and go clockwise. You can start here if you want to go clockwise. You can start here and go clockwise. It's just wherever you are putting stuff down, you're going clockwise, okay? Don't dwell on the fact of, oh, it's just got to be up here. Just wherever you start your day, your first day, you go counterclockwise from that spot, okay? I'm backing up here a little bit because I have big pieces, and I want some of the smaller pieces in it. Okay. Remember, there's no right or wrong for you on doing your own working. Just have it 7 consecutive days. Because you want every day you do it, you do the next one, it just empowers that first one that much more. When you're on the third day, it empowers that second and that first day that much more. If you take a break in between, if you do it 3 days and you don't have time to do it the following day or the day after, well, the way that I see it and the way that I feel, you just like took up weight that the power you had in it that's building up, then you just took it back down to normal. Okay. So I do it 7 consecutive days because every day I do it, it just empowers the previous ones more and more and more. You want to make sure you have a fireproof dish to sit in the middle. If you don't, I have a cauldron, that's fine. You can use whatever fireproof dish you want. I stick to this because I've had several different dishes, and after it got to burning, it, you start thinking afterwards, well, shoot, maybe I should just went ahead and use something different. So that's what I use right here. Okay. Then you are going to go ahead. Like I say, it doesn't matter if you start here or if you start here or if you start here. Wherever you start, you go 7 consecutive days from there, clockwise. Okay. So we are going to get this first one. My subscriber that got me this little thing here to hold these, she knew what she was doing. She got tired, I think, of watching me almost catch my fingernails on fire. Okay, we'll place it in here. Sometimes you might have to light it twice. It's just kind of stuck on there. When it gets hot, and it's getting hot. Boy, that is getting hot. Okay. Then you want to be visualizing as you are putting this in. You want to spend at least a minimum of 10 or 15 minutes with your working. Don't just light it up and then leave, okay? All right, cut all of that. And you're visualizing. You're staying with it for 10 or 15 minutes doing this working. And I started this today. I'm actually doing this for me, showing you how to do it so you can do it yourself, okay? Because I want my money to multiply. So tomorrow, after the sun goes down, then you start on the next one. We started here, you start on the next one, okay? Wherever you start, then you start the next one the next day. Make sure it's when the sun goes down. You're spending 10 to 15 minutes with your working, okay? Now, I'm not going to keep you on the camera for 10 or 15 minutes because that would be boring for you. But I will continue. I'm going to turn the camera off and I will continue to stay here, put in my intentions, my energy, my prayers, my visualization into my working. Okay? Please don't forget, hit subscribe, hit like, comment. All of that helps my channel, and share this out to like-minded people. If you think someone needs help with their money issues, whatever their money issues are, maybe they're trying to buy a car, maybe they're trying to buy a house, whatever their money issues are, share it to them. Tell them you're going to share a video to them. If they want to do it, they can do it, and if not, it's okay. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe. And for my subscribers with me, thank you very much for sticking with me. I do a lot of different videos. Sometimes I spread them out in between because I do have a lot of stuff that I do. And also, too, when you do this, remember, if you're doing other stuff like me, I make lip glosses. I do paintings. I make my own soaps, sell them on Etsy. I do Macari. I do eBay. Of course, I do the Etsy. I do my workings. I'm just starting to do lives with Drew. Drew, if you're watching this, hit me up so we can check the router, make sure it's working for our next live. That's a shout out to Drew. Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. If you're not subscribed to her, subscribe to her also. She's a very, very terrific person. So when you're doing this, it's also, you're trying to bring money in, so it could be bringing money into all of that for the abundance to bring it in. Maybe I will start selling more paintings and bring money in. Maybe I will start selling more lip glosses and bring it in. My lip glosses are different. My lip glosses actually have crystals and stones in them. For example, a money one, it would have like pyrite in it. So this working covers everything. I'm trying to learn how to do a garden, so I've been wrapped up with that. That will help bring in money so that I can get everything situated for that I need to make food, because it's not like flowers and stuff, just look pretty. It's actually for herbs that I will be using in my workings. It will be food that we will be eating, and also using some in my workings. So all of that, everything that I do is spiritually based so that I can show people how to do things. Alrighty, I'm gonna let you go. Remember, spend 10 or 15 minutes with this. When I turn the camera off, I'm going to continue working this. And have a great day. And thank you for watching. And blessings to all of my subscribers that's been with me. Blessings to all of my new subscribers that are coming in. And I really appreciate everybody.
Right, so we've done everything for Mystical so far. So if you have not got Mystical Love and Lights channel, please go over and support her. She's an awesome lady and she's a sister. And you get a lot of very useful, factual things from her videos. She is doing a magical garden. She does witchcraft, but she likes to be known as a spiritual being. Okay, guys, instead of being called a witch. And she does paranormal as well, so she does a lot of awesome stuff on her channel. Please go and support her if you do not have her channel. The links are in the room. We're now going to move on to Sister Drew's videos that I got for her, so we can put some of them up. Sister Drew again is a witch, a spiritual being. She is also an investigator of the paranormal. She is from Scotland. She's from Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. She is absolutely awesome as well. She is a sister of ours. And we hope that you like the videos that Sister Drew does also. And next week, we will be showing some paranormal parts from Mystical and from Drew, and showing some of Mystical's garden that she is doing as well. So that's next week. I will continue to show some more of Mystical's educational videos that you'll see in here today, because they're not finished. But I did want to get Sister Drew's in a little bit as well. So I hope that you did enjoy Sister. And again, please go and support Mystical Love and Light, and please go and support Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. It's really important. They are absolutely awesome ladies. So there's moving on to Drew's. Love you, Sister Mystical, and I hope that that did help you, and there will be more to come. So now just going over to Sister Drew's videos. Just pause it a minute so we can get it up to a big version. Right.
Hello, everybody. Mystical Love and Light here. Let me get this all clear, and I will go over everything and tell you what this.
Today, but I'm going to share with you. This is a couple of healing candles that I'm doing for some people today. I'm not going to even say their names. The green one is mine, okay? It's just because I want to achieve some abundance and obviously money and things to help me better. So just looking at the lineup, right? I've got my Hecate candle lit down here with her offerings because she's helping me today. I've got the incense, which
You're very
is
welcome,
the
Sister Mystical. Love you lots.
Also, I've got the happiness one as well, burning. I've got, this is anointed with the power of fire oil because this gets things done quick. I've also got one spare candle that I was going to light, just for an overall healing for the community, but I've not got room, so I'll do that once these ones are finished. And my prayer candle is resting right now because I've got holy water in that, so she's making holy water for me, so that'll sit there for 7 days on there. So if you'd like to see the full ritual, I'm probably not let you hear it, but I'll probably let you watch it. Okay, guys. So I'll keep this recording, but I'll go to silent if I know how to do it. I think I just need to turn the volume down. An incense stick to light my candles. Okay, I don't ever light it with just my normal lighter or anything. May our lords and mothers give the candles the blessings they need, the blessings they ask for in each individual candle. And I also thank you for the privilege of working with me today, Hecate, goddesses, ancestors, angels, anything that may be around. I thank you for working with me today to achieve the goal of healing our community. To achieve this is already empowered, guys. These candles have got oils on them, names on them. I've already put my power into them and give them intent. If you hear my voice, it's because I'm just out of ritual. I'm calm. I've done everything I need to do. Now this is just me lighting them, and I'm going to focus now and make sure that they go the right way I want. So I'll just start, guys. I'll just like you see it. By the powers of earth, by the forces of fire, by the forces of air, and the vitality of water, I evoke you, Holy Mother of Death. Please accept my prayers today. I ask you to please empower these candles and help them do what they need to do. I ask you for the blessings, the luck, the abundance, the clarity people need to see their further path. I accept your gratitude, and I hope that you feel my gratitude. I thank you for everything you've given us far in life, and everything that you're going to give me in the future, with the love and kindness that you have put out for me to receive. I know that when you give me these offerings, Santa Marta, Hecate, that I am not being greedy. I know that anything you give me I do deserve, and I take it with the offering of love and abundance. Listen to you, into the afterlife, into the underworld. See, amen. It's interesting, guys, how some of the candles burn quicker than others. I mean, look at these. Look at the yellow one, right? This one here. It's burning well quicker. And like, see the one back here, it's hardly burning, it's burning straight. This one here, see the red one, it's burning kind of crazy. And then that yellow one as well, it's burning straight away. I think that's more burning to the side. My money candle is burning straight. It's just to show you guys that see some of these things, the candle, the way the candle burns and the way it does quick, fast or something like that, all means something. So once they're finished, right, I'll explain what I think's happening, and I'll tell you whose candle is what, and I'll tell you why I think it's happening that way. Okay, so just keep watching it. I was going to keep it burnt, the camera on it, but I think it'd be pretty boring for you. I always sit next to it anyway because of the dog jumps up and down there. So I like to keep an eye on it in case she barges it in the fall. I was listening to some music. I'll pause it for a second. I'll put music on. As I stand here listening to this music and watching the candles, I put my intent into it to heal. Isis is started, Diana, Hecate the meet you calling, Inanna. Isis is started, Diana, Hecate the meet you calling, Inanna. Isis is started, Diana,
And then
Inanna, Isis is started, Diana, Hecate means a coming. Inanna, Isis is started, Diana, Hecate means a coming. Inanna, Isis is started, Diana, Hecate means a coming. Inanna, Isis is started, Diana, Hecate means a coming. Put her there as a helper. That wee fairies help me in a lot of things. Yeah, if you look, the yellow candle is going down pretty quick on the left hand side. Wait till we find another song, guys. I think that songs are really empowering for your spell work, especially if you're one that likes to sit and watch your spell work. We've got actually a good one. See, I'm not on my normal account down here, that's why I'm finding it hard to find my usual names. I'll listen to her version, it'll say, right? Isis is started, Diana, Hecate meet Kali. Inanna, 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 Isis started, Diana, Hecate Dimitri-Kali, Inanna. Isis started, Diana, Hecate Dimitri-Kali, Inanna. Isis started, Diana, Hecate Dimitri-Kali, Inanna. Isis started, Diana, Hecate Dimitri-Kali. Look, guys, what we've got left. Do you know what that's mental? Look how fast they have worked, right? Do you see them? This is all especially these ones, the red one, the yellow and the red, and this red one here and this green one, and this one is for people that I wouldn't expect that needed it so badly, especially that one because that's Uncle Danny's. So I wouldn't expect that they needed my help as much. But these ones where I really am helping people is really shows that it's working, that they need it, and that's why it's burning as fast because they really need this, so it's burning so quick. I might even need
no
another couple
techno.
of candles
We're
today
all in
to
different
keep me
places.
going
I'm
until I
in
slow down like this one.
England, Drew is
See, I
in
might go through about
Scotland,
3 others
you've got
today that'll go
Mr.
fast,
Paul and
fast,
Connie, they're
fast.
all in
And
like
then within a
America,
couple of
it's all over the
minutes,
place,
you
guys.
light in another one, they might just go slow. Then I know that the person is over the worst. Just a witchy tip, guys, okay? And I'm glad this one's taking a while because this is for my money and my luck and my abundance and my new job that I've got. Blessings. An incense stick to light my candles. Okay, I don't ever light it with just my normal lighter or anything. May our lords and mothers give the candles the blessings they need, the blessings they ask for in each individual candle. And I also thank you for the privilege of working with me today, Hecate, goddesses, ancestors, angels, anything that may be around. I thank you for working with me today to achieve the goal of healing our community, to achieve. This is already empowered, guys. These candles have got oils on them, names on them. I've already put my power into them. I've already hold them and gave them an intent. If you hear my voice, it's because I'm just out of ritual. I'm calm. I've done everything I need to do. Now this is just me lighted them, and I'm going to focus now and make sure that they go the right way I want. So I'll just start, guys. I'll just let you hear it. By the powers of earth, by the forces of fire, by the forces of air, and the vitality of water, I evoke you, Holy Mother of Death. Please accept my offerings today. I ask you to please empower these candles and help them do the deeds that they need to do. I ask you for the healing, the blessings, the luck, the abundance, the clarity that some
Spiritual
people need
people
to
seem
see
to
the
love the
further
night
far.
more,
I accept your
definitely, and we don't
gratitude
sleep very well at night.
and I hope that you feel my gratitude. I thank you for everything that you've given me this far in life, and I take everything that you're going to give me in the future with the love and kindness that you have put out for me to receive. I know that when you give me these offerings, Santa Marta, Hecate, that I am not being greedy. I know that anything you give me I do deserve, and I take it with the offering of love and abundance. Blessings to you and to the afterlife and to the underworld. See, amen. Hi everybody, I just wanted to show you the vamp I kinda did. A dear friend, so it put a lot of love in my heart, guys, and I really felt humble. So I decided to do a little love jar to send out to the community. Okay, this is it here. The love I feel in my heart right now, and the kindness and the compassion and the empathy, the abundance and thing that I'm feeling right now. So that's why sometimes when we are spellcasters, what we do is even we're in the moment of happiness. I will start jumping on my altar and I will start doing my candle spells and things. So right now, the community and to maybe heal even people that's got a broken heart right now, to help you to feel that I have got the love behind it. It's going to push through, guys, okay? This is also some protection salt that I was making for my boundaries in my home. This is Himalayan salt in there, and I've got some little bits of rose quartz crunch as well, because this is a luck candle I've got for a bunch of candle. And falls for that you could put into this as well, because that luck, that abundance, that happiness will come for this one, will also go in that as well, okay? And that just puts the extra boost into it, so that the boundaries of my home, every time people are in here, they feel loved, they feel as if they're welcome, that type of thing, okay? And I will probably also maybe put some rose petals and different things, but I'll keep you updated on that, right? Progress this. So basically I wanted to show you that, so that I wanted just to let you know that I have put out some love into the community. And listen, guys, don't worry if your altars ever get messy, right? You will always be cleaning your altar if you worry about dust. Don't worry about the dust. Incense will make dust. That is just the way of the world. That's just it. What you do is you get your once you're finished with your spell work, right, you get your wee bosom, and then you brush it all down. I will have to brush all that down anyway, because I want the incense dust, okay? So don't worry about it. If it's like, oh, I can't do spell work, my altar's dirty. No, your altar is perfectly fine. Don't worry about the dust, okay? Honestly, you revamp your altars and things, once a week, maybe once a fortnight. If you're doing constant spell work, maybe once a fortnight, okay? Once a week can get a bit much, because some spells are just that way. So once a fortnight is perfectly okay for revamping your altar. Do it when you feel the need. I promise you, okay? Don't worry about it. Okay, blessings for Scotland, guys. Blessed be. Did our normal vlog again. Revamp my Santa Marta altar. Cleaned all the cauldron ready for something else. See, it's all clean. It's actually got the lemon in it just now. I'm going to put a fresh lemon in it. I'll just keep that in there for somewhere to keep it. I've got some odd, I'll put the light on. I've got some old crystals in here. See, I've revamped it all. My abundance oil. I've topped that up and refocused it, recharged it. My protection, protection oil as well as recharged and refocused. I've did all my KA people. That's my gran and my grandpa Brown. Okay, a couple of that's Willie's Papa's coffin, brass coffin thing. So this is abundance oil. So it's got the piggy on it for the bank, see? So this is a copper draw. This is where you just give some off ones here and there. This is all the protection. These are just sitting here really charging, guys. Move. The oils, and this is a candle I did, so I moulded it into a skull for Santa Marta. And if I need any, let's say, head work done, I put the pins in there.
Yes, I do, Sister Phoenix, most
All the
definitely.
things I do, guys, that's the money that I gave. That's a gold billion that I give to Santa Marta. I'll see you tomorrow, son, to help keep everybody abundanated on the other side. That is the wee water vial that I keep for any hot water I need to take out or oils. Put it in it. This is kind of blessed water because it's some oil. So if I wanted to take water quickly, I would just take some of that. I fresh that up every day anyway. Something at the back, Liam's jar. I've no long topped this up with other things. And I've got the wee witch on top of it with the pentagram cardinal. So yeah, quick revamp. This is him so he can work when he's older. My dad's behind him, influencing him. I thought you'd come quite revamp. Guys, I worship my deity on, right? So what I typically do with this was I used to light every day, but I found that recently that I don't need to light this one every day. This is the one where I show my appreciation, my love and my honour to my ancestors, to my spirit guides, to the people I feel that has control on the other side for me, okay? So this is Santa Marta, guys. This is the person that I seen in my shower. This is her actually in her form. This is a representation that I have made of her. This is actually her here. What it does, guys, is she has failed death. She is a ancient, maybe not so much ancient, but she's an older Mexican deity, and a lot of people what they were. Typically, a quick rundown was a family in Mexico that took to honouring the dead, and through different things that they did, they basically helped people that struggled to bury their dead, to get their last rites and things. A lot more in and a lot more details is in that, okay, but that's not what this video is about. So anyway, so to me, she represents of the other side. She knows when basically I come to her and I ask her when I need the spirits to come to me, I ask her for anything that I need done, like spell wise. I'll ask Santa Marta to be my backup in that. She also will bring in timber for me. She will bring in my spirit guides. She will bring in the spirits around me. I feel that the spirits don't talk to me, or my guides and things don't typically come in as strong until I light this altar up. Even before I go ghost hunting and things, I will light this altar up and I will ask Santa Marta to come with to protect me. I will also ask her to make sure that Timber is there, who's my wolf spirit. A lot of you will know already who Timber is. I can explain a bit about that another time. He's my wolf spirit. He's generally my protection. He can do things for me. He can go and take, like it's my wee grandson one day. I thought, hey, there's something wrong with Zach. And then I just said, Timber, go and see, make sure Zach is okay. And within like about 5 minutes, went out and Zach was trapped in a wee dog cage that his friends had put him in. So I instantly knew. So that's that type of thing. So he had went out, found Zach, knew he was vulnerable, came back to me, put the thought in my head to go find him. So that's the type of thing you'll find with your spirit guides will do for you, right? So this is why I like this altar up. I'm asking this altar for protection in life. This is what these crystals are. These are for protection and love. This is for a bit of abundance oil for me to use. This is to off the evil eye. These are crystals that is to honour the spirits, to give them some power. That's what that icons kind of got it to me on my altar. So that's just so the spirits have some side. Some prayers for me that I've been put this to me and magic is it's the rest. The representation of the West, I know. Yeah. The kids have just lost their mum, so I've been lighting a bit of incense to protect them. And I'm just welcoming in the God. Oh, sorry, I'm just welcoming in the goddess to their life. It's just a little jar of protection for them and love. Welcoming the goddess into their life and making sure they're spiritually connected. And this jar will always remain on my altar, just to represent them. And typically when I go ghost hunting or I'm going to start any typical spirit communication, I tend to ring this bell, and that's just to welcome the spirits in. People say that it puts a ripple. Sorry guys, I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm looking at the altar. This just gives a representation to, people say that it puts a ripple in the airwaves that helps the spirits to come in better when you ring a bell or do any loud noise typically. So but yeah, any questions, just let us know and I can answer them the best of my ability. This was a lemon. I'll try. If there was any seeds in that, downstairs as well, there wasn't any seeds in. I'll probably get another lemon. Now this one's bent, but yeah, that's just things that go to also for protection, to absorb the negativity, that type of thing. So, any questions? This is my pendulums. They always sit in a bed of salt till I need them. This is a representation of Liam, my son, helping him be protected, be guided in life, be lucky. So just a typical jar spell thing. This is also just to ward off any spirits that may think they're coming into my space to do me harm, my spirits around me harm. So sorry it's so dirty guys, but altars do get dirty. It's just part of it because of the incense. So thank you for watching and blessed be. Catch you in the next one. Or I'll see you in the podcast. Whatever I use this for. Bye bye. Okay guys, hello, Drew's Paranormal Vlog here as always. I don't know if you see the colour of my altar. It is pretty bad. Incense gets everywhere, honestly. I gotta light another bit up. I'll chat to you while I'm doing this. Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you a wee bit about shadow work, right? Okay, so what's shadow work? Shadow work is where you're always having to fight your bad self, basically. The part of you that always tells you that you're doing wrong, that nobody likes you, that just to stay in your bed, or it could be like a drug addiction, an alcoholism, even just overeating. It could be loads of things, right? But basically what it means is that the bad part of you, that you have to try and always fight and try and reflect away from yourself. So, say you needed a job, right? So you always go for the same type of jobs, like working in a shop, say, for example, right? It always ends up the same way. Either you argue with somebody, or somebody puts a bad complaint in against you, or something, right? Could be absolutely anything. So you end up stopping that job, right? Then you go to try and get another job in a shop. What happens? That comes back to bite you, doesn't it? It comes back to bite you. So that's your shadow self, right? That's your shadow self where you've went for a job now, you're trying to move on in life, but this thing is looming in the background. It's going to stop you for getting this job. So what is it? It is the bad situation that happened. So how do you move on for that? What you have to do is you have to recognise your part you played in that situation. Maybe you were too quick to judge that person. Maybe you were too quick to give them some few home truths and they didn't like it. So therefore you got into trouble, had to quit your job or got sacked or whatever, right? Now, guys, I'm just using this as an example, okay? This has never happened or anything. So you have to try and clear that energy away for yourself. So what can you do? Well, I've said you admit your part in it. Also, you have to try and resolve the fact that the next time it could happen. So your shadow self is the thing that you need to fight. What I usually do is I try my hardest to think over the situation, at my part in it, maybe where I could have changed it, maybe even say sorry, and move on. So that's what it is about. It's about admitting your failures, admitting your part you played in something, clearing the energy around it, and moving on. The moving on bit is the hardest because for all I'm using an example of working in a shop, there is plenty other things out there that is pretty serious that you have to move on for with shadow work. Drug addiction, for example. You have to try and keep the energy that is around you clean. You have to try and keep the people that is around you focused and healthy. And that is in order to keep your spirit healthy as well. So if there's anybody in your life that's kind of negative or brings back the old feelings where you feel as if you need to jump back into an old style of survival, then the shadow self is that. It is that part of you that always tells you, all right, this is too hard, do this, do that, and it's always the bad thing that it kind of focuses on. So that's why you have to do the shadow work, is to remove that train of thought. As well as the trauma that something maybe have happened in the past has affected your future. So that's shadow work. A lot more to it. It goes into a lot more deeper. But I don't want to really start putting examples out there. I just want to keep it basic. And that's basically what it is it admitting the bad part of yourself, dealing with it and moving on and learning from it. Okay? Learning from it is the most important. Okay, guys, any questions, put them in the comments below. Remember, like, share, subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. Blessed be.
Right, so they were some of the videos. I'd spent hours looking through Sister Mystical's channel, so I only got a few of Sister Drew's, but I'm going to show more of Sister Drew's on the show that I do in a couple of days, because I am going to continue to show the rest of the videos of Sister Mystical, but I'm going to also go and look back on Sister Drew's videos and get some more and show her a little bit longer. But these were the two channels of Sister Drew, which is the amazing sister. She's been with me for a very long time. We've had shows together, we've done things together. We really go well together, and you can support her on Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog. Okay, guys, go over. She's got lots of videos on the paranormal, on her spiritual work, talks, interviews, all sorts of things. She's absolutely amazing, and you really do need to go and check her out. Then you've got our lovely sister that's in the room, which is Mystical Love and Light. That was the lady that I showed in the first videos that I've done on here tonight. Again, she is a spiritual teacher. I class it as being a witch, because that's what we do see her as, that she's a witch, but she likes to be known as a spiritual practitioner. So she does a lot of like the witchcraft stuff. She's got her own shop. She does paranormal. She's making her own spiritual garden, a magic garden, so that she can do lots of things and bring things into a shop. She does a lot of talks, and it's very interesting. She does interviews. She does a lot of things which has Drew on with her. Drew is her co-host. They do absolutely amazing things on their channel. They're very educational. They're very good to watch. They're very good at what they do, and they are true to all of their workings and everything that they do as well. And they're absolutely amazing in the community. Sister Drew is a massive pillar in the community, like myself, and Sister Mystical is as well, and is becoming even more so. We've got a lot of very amazing people, and I'm going to be doing this for other people. So if there is any of you that want to have some of your content showed on, like Sister Drew and Sister Mystical is having, you can comment under my videos. You can email me on sherryannb84@gmail.com. You can also get me on Sherry Brett, which is BRETT, on Facebook. So you can get hold of us. You can ask to have the videos put on there and give me your consent that you do it, and I will just do a post and a description underneath the video like I have done on this one, with their links, so that people can go and support them. It's really, really important, I believe, that in this community, when you have people that you really find inspiring and people that you follow, it's really important to support them, even those that are new and you don't really know. I've always been somebody on YouTube that's been really big about getting all sorts of people out there. I'm not just for people that are spiritual, paranormal. I'm not for any sort of channel. You can be cooking, music, whatever it is. I will support you. Artists, anything, I will support you. I've done it. You'll see that in videos that I've done tonight and previously over the 8 years I've been on here. And myself, I'm a witch, as you can tell, and a practicing shaman. I'm a paranormal investigator. I do a lot of talks, interviews, educational things. I do a lot of work with my sisters. I've just recently started working alongside with Sister Mystical, which is really awesome as well. And a lot of my other sisters and brothers that are in the room as well, that are part of our group. Just, if you want people that give you true fact and really care about what they do and really care about the community and care about the world and care about the paranormal side, and you want people that are going to educate you, people that are going to bring you interesting and fun content, then we are the community for you. You've got myself, you've got Sister Drew, you've got Mystical, you've got Chris from Bold and Bonkers, you've got so many people. You've got Pups, which is Danny from Chasing Bones Inspectors. There are just so many people that come in here that are into that side of the work, like spiritual work, investigations, and we investigate all sorts of things, guys. So if you are really into that and you know other people that are, please give our information of our channels out and help us to get out there more, guys. But my main aim on the channel and through what I'm doing at the minute is to help others to get out there. This is something I've always done, and I really do believe in people's work. I am looking for people to come up and do interviews and things with me as well. There are a few people that I would like to come up. Sister Mystical is one of them, Sister Christine, even maybe Sister Phoenix at some point as well. It'd be really nice to just have my people, my ladies, my sisters, to come up and to to talk Sister Beth as well, you know, but we all do very interesting things, okay? And we're really interesting channels. So please go and support us, but definitely please go and support Mystical and go and support Drew, because tonight has been about them. This has been about their limelight. I have also said to you that I'm going to be doing a show in a couple of days, and then I'm going to be doing another show after that, which will be then the paranormal side and Mystical's garden side. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of different content. Then it'll be somebody else that I bring on. But again, like I said, contact me. You can get me on Sherry Brett on Facebook. You can get me on my email, sherryannb84@gmail.com, or you can write under one of these videos. Please hit the links to both of the amazing ladies, my sisters that I've had on the show today. Please hit that link. I do appreciate all of you coming in and supporting and showing your love, and for supporting their channels and for just being here. And I love you all very much, and I very much appreciate it. I would love to stay on a little bit longer, but I have been on here over 3 hours, and I have got engagements that I've got today coming up. It's already Monday for us in the UK. Saturday for us in the UK. So I'm going to need to get off of here so I can go and rest, get some sleep. And we've got lots of other stuff to be doing as well. Like, we're busy bees being witches and everything. We're very much in about supporting each other and supporting others. So just like catch us, guys, watch our videos and just support us. It really does help to do that. We work really hard on our channels, and we really do work hard to try to help others and to educate you, and it really does help when you do support. That is a really big thing here. If you're going to be coming into this community, or you're somebody new, we are a very understanding community. We are a very together community. We're very comfortable in each other's presence. We all seem to really bond together, and we're really good, because even if we're talking about things on the panels or on and educating you, there are always people in the chats as well giving advice as well. This community is absolutely amazing. It is the weekend. It's because I've been so focused on the videos and so focused on getting everything out here, my head's just gone a bit jumbled. But as I said, the best thing is to support, to keep coming in, keep watching our shows. You will learn a lot from all of us. There are so many amazing people you're going to see in the room, people that are going to be wanting their content to be shared out by me as well. You're going to be meeting a lot of new people, interviews, things like that. If you do want to do an interview or come up and talk or have content put out, just message me on the areas that I told you, and I will be happy to help that. I am somebody that is really about helping people to get out there. I do believe in honesty and, you know, support, and making sure that those that really deserve to be out there, because they're just absolutely amazing, I will do whatever I can to make sure that happens. So lots of love to my lovely Mystical and to my lovely Drew. I am absolutely knackered. All day I've been working on things here and talking to my fella, and then I've done this tonight. I've supported people's channels for their shows. You know, I am rather knackered at the minute, but I'm not somebody that's just going to put something aside because I feel a little bit tired. I am really about getting everybody out there, and it actually makes a change to actually feel a little bit tired at this time of month. But it is nearly like it's going to be 4 o'clock in 2 hours, so it's not really night time anymore, is it? These visions or images I get is new for me. It just came recently, says Sherry knows. Yes, I do. You do some amazing stuff. We've all got amazing abilities, and we're all very individually different, and we all do a lot of amazing things, and you'll learn so much. And one thing I like to point out to everybody when they come over to these channels and they support them, that every practitioner, every worker, every content creator is different. We all have our own personalities. We all have our own ways of working. There is no right or wrong way, as long as there's respect and loyalty in it. And that's respect and loyalty to the spirits, respect and loyalty to each other. Okay, guys, that's what we ask for in our community. We don't like drama. We don't like problems. And we just like to help people and to prove to people about the strange and the unknown, and educating, because I do really believe that education is really important. There's a lot of education out there that's not quite real or true and can be quite misleading. So it's really good to get it from the point of view of people that actually experience it and work with it, and just to see how very different we are. It doesn't mean that we're doing anything wrong because we're different from somebody else. It just means that we all work differently and we all practice in our comfortable zone. That is what it is. So I will come on at some point as well and do a show where I talk about myself and talk about my stuff and my views on things and stuff like that as well, guys. Probably get a few other ladies and gentlemen up as well to like help with the shows. But for me, I am going to say good night to all of you, and I will be back at some point to support the rest of the shows that are going to be on, and to do some more really cool shows showing some more stuff of Mystical and Drew. So please keep your eyes tuned and look out for me. And thank you everybody for coming in and supporting. Lots of love, light and blessings. It's been really good to spend the evening with you all. Love you all very much, and I will talk to you all very soon. And remember that when you go to sleep, those spirits creep and they're always around you. And stay spooky, and we will see you all very, very soon. Blessed be, merry parting, and I'll see you very, very soon. Good night, everyone. Merry parting to all. See you soon. Night, night, guys. Blessed be.